Hey, I'm Shelley Sakala, and this is my husband, Joe Sakala, and we want to show you our newest investment property that we completely rehabbed in Surprise, Arizona. Sold by Sakala. So my husband, Joe, and I have been investing in real estate for quite some time now. What do you think?
7
years or so. We were really, scared of the first one, which a lot of people are. But we have found that it's a great return on our investment. And it's actually something that we're pretty good at. I'm a struggling designer. I actually wanted to go into interior design, but decided to go into real estate. So I handle all the real estate transactions. And Joe pretty much heads up a lot of the, grunt work?
Yeah, all the stuff you don't want to do.
I know, but you're handy.
Yeah. And I like doing it.
Yeah, he actually does like doing it, because that's the other problem. If you get a spouse or a partner that doesn't like doing it and you're forcing it, it's not going to work out.
Yeah.
But he does most of the heavy lifting. So this is a house in Surprise, Arizona. It's about 2,200 square feet-ish, and it's 4 bedrooms. The house was an absolute disaster. And when I say disaster, I wish you had smell-o-vision, because it was disgusting. There were animals that had never been outside that were just doing whatever they wanted to do in this house, which was an awful lot of peeing. So anyway, nevertheless, we had to treat the floors. But we pulled out all of the carpet. We pretty much had to redo the whole thing. So I wanted to start with the kitchen. The only thing that we didn't do, the cabinets.
Right.
And why is that?
Well, that's a huge expense. So they were in decent shape. We were able to clean them, seal them. We put hardware on them. Like there was one up here in this area that somebody had punched and broken. That would have been hard to find a match. So we decided to pull it out, repair the wall, put in some floating shelves, and it adds now like a custom look. But cabinets are a huge expense on a kitchen remodel. So we were able to,
and we put new countertops in too. And the kitchen looked a little too small to me, and this almost looked like it was an afterthought and really just stupid. So I had my countertop guy extend this so you could put a little bar stool or whatever you want under it, but it just helps to make the kitchen seem a lot larger. And the other thing we did is add the backsplash. So another reason, I'm going to go back to the cabinets for 1 second, that we didn't also redo the cabinets is because it is going to be a rental, and people are really hard on cabinets.
Yeah.
Really hard on cabinets.
So like if this was our personal home, we might have painted them or something like that.
Or replaced them. But since we're going to use it as a rental, we thought, you know what, we'll just clean them up. But I think the countertops are nice and neutral. They're beautiful. So the backsplash, I was kind of thinking, well, the screen could be a little out there, but I think it's very earthy and very subtle. And it's
not too funky of a green. It's a pretty mild.
It wasn't my first choice.
I know. Well, yeah, and I had to remind you that it's a rental and it's not our personal home, so we had to tone it down a little bit.
Why is that? Because I always seem to go for the most expensive.
You always pick the most expensive tile on the aisle. You don't look at the price tag. You just pick the one you like, and what do you know?
It's always the most expensive one. Yeah. So anyway, since this is a rental, we decided that we were going to do an inexpensive yet on-trend tile. So anyway, this is the kitchen, and I absolutely love how it turned out. And next, I want to show you the flooring that we did. So before we talk about the flooring, I wanted to show you one more thing. This had a huge cutout because, 20-some years ago, they were doing niches and cutouts and really just dictating your space. And, it was like, where do you put your TV? Where do you put your sofa? Why is there a hole there that goes into like a dining room area? So right away, I decided that I wanted to drywall that and really kind of improve, as you said, the feng shui of the room.
Yeah, it was pretty simple. It's a little bit of demo. We have a drywall guy that does perfect work, so it really wasn't that big of a deal. And then it just kind of doesn't mess with the room now. Before, I think the last folks had a TV on this wall. The couch was here, kind of blocked the door. So now this just allows you to have another wall to make your decision on how you want the room laid out.
Yeah, just for TV, art.
Very small amount of money to change the entire room and the usefulness of the room.
And then moving on to the flooring. So this is really my favorite flooring, and especially for like a rental, because it's luxury vinyl plank, as we call it, LVP. Yeah, you know me. Anyway, are you done with LVP? So we loved this flooring because really, you can't damage it. I mean,
Yeah.
right?
It's nearly indestructible.
You
And
can
it
hose
lasts-
it out practically.
Yeah. So as a rental, you know, you're having it like when somebody moves out, you're having somebody move back in. Typically, you're replacing carpet and things like that. But this can go renter after renter after renter. You mop it, you clean it, you're good to go. It's really durable.
Yeah.
And like with the stairs, we actually were going to do the carpet stairs thinking we'd save a few bucks, but our flooring guy said, hey, you're going to be changing those stairs every time you flip a renter, and that's expensive in itself. Spend a little more money now, have these durable stairs in that will last multiple rounds of renters. So we spent a little more on the front end, but I think in the long run, it's going to save us a ton of money on the flip when you're...
And just to give you an idea, to do stairs like this, each stair ended up being like $75 each. So that's why a lot of people don't go this route and they do carpet instead. But I think that it was a really good choice. And having this throughout the house and even upstairs, this LVP just makes it look awesome, and it makes it look much bigger too. So let's check out the master bath upstairs. Okay, so the master bathroom was biohazard.
Yeah, it was bad.
It seemed. I mean, it was horrible. I don't think the sinks were even working.
No.
I don't know where they were getting water
Cabinets
from.
were like water damage. They were unsalvageable. We couldn't even fix or clean those up.
There was a leak in the shower, so that had to get torn out, which it needed to be anyway because it was horrible.
Yeah.
But we got that repaired, and then there was a big tub, you know, in the old school, you know, built-in type tub. It just was sucking up all the space in the bathroom. So we yanked that all out, and then we got the standalone tub. And I did the tile around the back just in case you were to splash any water, and then we just matched the tile that's in the shower. And again, you know, most of the tile that I use is from Floor and Decor. I don't go high-end on it, even though that is typically my taste. But, you know, sometimes I have to not choose my number one choice, but still something that's really neutral and on trend, and most of all has a lot of staying power. And then the other thing is the vanity. So I ordered the vanity online, and what I love about that is it comes with the countertop already. So if you were to look at the price of that, and you look at the poles,
Oh, you'd have cabinets, poles, sink,
countertop,
hinges, etc., all that.
the faucets, you know, all of those things add up. So anyway, it's really cost effective to do it that way. And then I also just pulled down the contractor mirrors and put up 2 like custom mirrors that I got on Wayfair or something. And I think it looks really nice. And the flooring too, I love a good big, like kind of a 12 by 24 type floor. And I wanted to do, I don't know, I wanted it to have a little black moment, even though it's a small space, but I think it worked out and it looks nice. All right, and then here's the guest bathroom. And we decided to take this flooring that we have, you know, in the hallway and throughout the entire house in there. I figured kids were probably going to be using this bathroom. They'll be splashing around. It's good to have this luxury vinyl plank. So we also took down the mirror. You know, we added tile. I love to do in a small space, tile all the way up to the ceiling because it draws the eye up and makes it seem a lot larger. But we also, you know, put 2 mirrors. Same thing, ordered that vanity, got it online, and, you know, changed out the light fixture. And I think it looks very, very cute. And I actually love my selection of the tiles. Sometimes I choose things and I'm like, how's this going to turn out? I love it. Hey, if you're interested in picking up a rental property, you're not sure what area, you're not sure what size, you know, we have done this like 7 times. So we pretty much have it down to, I would say, a science. Reach out, give me a call. I'm more than happy to help you find the perfect investment property that meets your needs.